In my classroom, I try to create an environment where students are actively doing the thinking, not just listening. I design lessons around inquiry, problem solving, and evidence analysis. Instead of starting with a lecture, students might begin with primary sources and work to figure out what's happening, why it matters, and how it connects to larger themes like power, rights, or economic change. I also use structured activities like debates, simulations, and collaborative challenges that require students to explain their reasoning and support their ideas. One thing I'm very intentional about is designing work that students can't simply outsource to like AI. They need to be able to make decisions, justify their interpretations, and connect ideas across time, which sometimes means connecting what they're learning to their own life experience. As a result, students leave my class with stronger critical thinking skills and the ability to communicate their ideas clearly with evidence. When it comes to assessment, I see it primarily as feedback for students and for me. I use both quick checks and more formal assessments aligned to the curriculum expectations. But the key is what I do with the information. I look for patterns in student thinking and adjust instruction accordingly. For example, I had a group of students recently who could summarize documents but struggled to use evidence effectively in their writing. After seeing that trend, I paused the unit and shifted to more targeted practice. We worked with smaller document sets focused on one skill at a time and analyzed model responses together. I wanted to see that they understood sourcing and how to integrate that evidence and group the evidence to then formulate claims that they could unpack and develop later in like a longer form essay. That kind of adjustment is something that I build into my teaching regularly. In terms of planning, I start with clear learning outcomes and work backward. I focus on big ideas and transferable skills, not just content coverage. From there, I think about how to make those outcomes accessible to all students. That means building in scaffolds, offering multiple entry points, and providing consistent routines that help students develop confidence over time. At the same time, I keep expectations high. The goal is not to simplify the thinking, but to support students so they can meet those expectations. I try to strike a balance between structure and flexibility, being clear about where we're going, while adjusting based on what students need in the moment. Ultimately, my goal is to help students become thoughtful, capable learners who can analyze information, support their ideas, and apply their thinking beyond the classroom.